Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to another DevTALK. This time we have the magnificent people behind Past Feeds with us, and it's an upcoming action RPG MMO set in a medieval fantasy world. And Icenorth Games, the wonderful people to my left, are making it. May you guys want to present yourselves, who you are, what you do in the company, and then we hop into talk about Past Feed.
Hello. My name is Daniel. I'm one of the developers and co-founder of Icenorth Games.
Hello, my name is Michael. I'm also one of the developers and KO founder of Icenorth Games.
Amazing. So, Past Fates, what is it about? Very simply asked.
Past Fate is a medieval dark fantasy MMO set in the world of Nendhir, savage world that has multiple continents. Some of the continents are not really explored yet. That's the player's job to do. And one of the continents is basically where all the factions are waging war against each other.
So, talking of factions, how many are there? Or like, what are we talking about? Major factions, like the player can choose A and B, or do we have multiple subclasses and factions?
They can choose between A and B. They can choose between the Morsath, which is more like medieval knights, or they can choose between the Valfalk, which is kind of like Vikings, barbarian, more like the savage tribes.
I definitely know what one I will choose. Amazing. So, how did the whole story of Past Fate come along? What was the inspiration of starting to make Past Fate, and why went the path for an MMO and not like an action RPG or just a storytelling RPG?
The biggest inspiration was DarkSouls, mixed with games like World of Warcraft, Age of Conan, etc. Obviously, we're huge MMO fans, so we wanted to create a world that is engaging to the player, a world where they can see a mountain far in the distance and be like, "Hey, I wonder what's up there." So we want the player to explore the world. That's one of the heavy focus.
Interesting. So I have a mechanical wise idea already. Will it be like that the map will unravel as the player is going to explore? And I think an interesting system is using Elite Dangerous, a sci-fi game where you can map the map basically as a player. You like wander around, you find new islands, you can take notes on your map, you can do drawings, and then maybe share it with other players so they can get a feeling of the world, what is happening around them. And will the world be itself procedurally generated? Like, do you get random islands in, or will it be handcrafted, placed continents, islands from you guys?
It's gonna be more so handcrafted. But you will be able to like explore and reveal the world once you start traveling and exploring. That's how you will also get experience just by like mapping the world pretty much. Kind of like similar to like Valheim's map, I would say.
So since you guys brought up Valheim is, I think, generating a random seed of the worlds. But you guys said it will be more handcrafted, so there will be no difference if you join server X, the world will look like that. If you join other server, the world will be completely different.
Correct, yes.
Okay. I understand. Nice. So, what kind of experience do you want to create with Past Fate in the whole MMO world? Are we looking at a story-driven game? Are we looking at a PvE experience where you have like dungeon raids? Are we looking at a PvP experience where you have to fight for resources and conquer the lands, as you brought up Conan Exiles, for example, where you like have this nonstop warfare for resources going on, and yeah, what kind of experience are you guys seeking here to have for the player?
Pretty much everything. Like all of those that you said are options that the player can do. We want the players to do their own story and play the game how they want to play the game. Um, there's multiple ways of getting your in-game gear. Crafting obviously is going to be a huge part of that. Then there's traditional route of raids and dungeons that you can do PvP to get gear. You can explore and find puzzles or world bosses by doing exploration, and that's how you also can get gear. There's multiple routes, but everything kind of goes towards the same goal of increasing your character's strength.
Mm-hmm. So you're kind of carving and creating your own story around the character as you go. And will there be like a guided storyline where you can dive and dip into the lore a little bit by having, I don't know, quests to get a feeling about the kingdom you're part of and what's going on there and who's like the big boss? Or does the player become sort of the king of the land and be the big boss, and the other players have to interact with him and, I don't know, pay taxes? Or I have no clue how crazy this can go or will go.
We don't want the player to get too strong in the story. We like the idea of the player being a mercenary. Kind of like sells their services to these villagers by helping them out. There's the main story, but that kind of reveals itself by different like notes in the game. There's different like you can find like hidden books, tomes, scrolls that kind of unravel the story. Obviously, quests tell some information, but even the villagers they don't really know what's going on. They know what happened centuries ago, but as of present day, they are just as confused as the player is. While playing the game, the player will get to know more and more what's going on, and there's definitely something going on.
And also the NPCs drop some kind of a lore item.
Oh, it's like parts of items that describe a little bit of lore or things going on. Ah, I see. So that's what you mentioned with inspired by Dark Souls and bringing also a little bit into an MMO. That's the community or the player itself and the people around him have to kind of make sense of what's going on and find out the story, what is hidden behind the whole thing going on. That is a very unique and interesting approach. Lichvier asks, will it be going to Unreal Engine 5, the game, as Unreal Engine 5 has been released? I guess that's more of a tech issue. What tech question? What kind of engine or code sources are we talking about with Past Feed? Is it Unreal Engine 4? Is it Unity?
It's currently on Unreal Engine 4, but once we get the game on Steam for early access, we are going to transfer over to Unreal Engine 5.
So it's already looking very gorgeous in its state that it is. And if we get this now into Unreal Engine 5,
Yeah.
this will look mind-blowing. Nice. How many players will be on a server? Like, how big can we expect it when players join a server? How big of a scale will it be? Are we talking about hundreds, thousands, smaller, bigger?
We would like it to be thousands. Obviously, there's going to be multiple servers with like per continent. One continent can handle so much, but even then there might be like sub servers to make the player experience good. We don't want there to be any lag or something that might interfere with the experience, like game experience.
Oh, that sounds very exciting. So big servers, Unreal Engine 5, and do you have like a wishful target for? Like, what would be your wish if everything would like run smoothly, no lag? What would be your wish to see the server size to be?
Well, when it comes to like, the easiest way is to say when it comes to like PvP, we want it to be. I don't know if how realistic it's gonna be if it's like 100 versus 100, but definitely 50 versus 50. But we're gonna try to make it 100 versus 100.
Man, that sounds amazing. That sounds freaking fantastic. Talking of systems and such, because you said crafting will be very important. I saw that there will be naval battles, like as we talked about exploration. There will be ships building and such and such. How in depth and how branched out will the crafting system be? Do we have like this typical miner, woodcutter, leatherworker, smith things going on? Do we get something that is different to the typical MMO experience with the crafting? Do you have like some unique, I don't know, runestone carving or systems alike? How is the crafting working in Past Fate?
Right now, the crafting is extremely similar to crafting in games like BDO. The leveling system is kind of similar to how like old school RuneScape uses. But it also gives you, let's take mining for example. You will start mining. You will level up your mining level, and you can now mine much better ore. The crafting is gonna be an extremely huge part for the game. If you don't even want to level up your player character, you can just play the game being just a crafter, selling wares to your, like, other players, for example. That's one way to play the game.
Nice. I'm a huge role player, so I can definitely see myself just being the blacksmith and be like, "What do you want?" And they bring in the order, and I craft and prepare them for them, get the money for that, talk to other players to bring me and buy me and sell me the raw resources to keep on working. Wow. Okay, my brain is going wild on this already, and I'm officially entering hype train here. As of crafting and creating your own things, can we expect customization in your crafts, like the ship having different forms, heads, sails, or the sword different handles or styles on the blades, something like that? I think Bannerlord did a very good craftsman system with their smithing, where you can choose how the handle looks, how the guard looks, how the blade looks, to have like a lot of uniqueness to it. Do you think guys will go into that much in depth kind of
Probably not.
customization?
Yeah, probably not that much. We do have the paint, like what we call the painting station. You can paint or adjust the color of your gear pretty much. So let's say you have a guild and you want to have all your guildmates have this specific image on your all the items. You can do that. Like right now, I think we have few testing images. We were thinking about opening up like submissions for like guilds to put a picture, but then we kind of scrapped that idea because we would have to constantly be there to like check that there's something that is not like any like bad images.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of
Yeah,
controlling and handling the community, and a lot of extra time and work that we hopefully need you for making the game.
yeah, but that was one idea that we had, but then we quickly scrapped that, and we were like, oh well, we'll just give these like images that can be unlockable. Let's say like you kill a specific boss. Okay, you unlock this image you can now put on your gear.
That sounds intriguing. Or we can even go further into making it when the game is out in early access. Have like a community battle going on where people commit images, and the best one voted gets it into the game. Like thank you to the community. Yeah, that sounds amazing. I love that customization, lots of craftings in depth. Um, as we talked about lands and conquering and PvP, will you as a player be forced to enter PvP zones? Will it be separated? This zone is PvP. When you want PvP, you go there. This zone is PvE, and you won't be bothered by PvP players. or will it be PvP servers where it's like free for all? Your bounty as soon as you exit the town, or how you guys will do this system?
Well, we used to have the idea of having different PvP and PvE servers. But I think that would kind of like separate the players. So we were also thinking of alternative solutions, like let's say you can toggle your PvP, because maybe that will not separate all the players like to different servers in a way.
Mhm. So-
There are PvP zones that you will have to fight. You will increase your faction's territory by claiming those zones, and you will be able to give in your resources to grow that zone, put like different defenses on that zone to prepare for the enemy's attack in retaking that one. It's a really exciting thing, and I hope that once we put it in the alpha or beta stage, that players will enjoy doing that kind of content.
Oh, we're definitely gonna dive into it and check it out and give you as much feedback as we can to it. I also saw that you guys were talking about hiring mercenaries. Are you referring by hiring mercenaries to the player, as the player is being a mercenary, or are we talking about actual NPCs that the player will hire to bring upon for, I don't know, the warfare, for the PvP battle, for if we're talking about ships, to like handle your ships and help you maneuver the ship?
That it's for both. It's for the conquest zones and it's for the ships. We also have this like wild idea that the when you hire mercenaries for your ship, those mercenaries can be like customizable. Let's say like unlockable skins for those mercenaries. You want to have like a dead pirate crew, maybe they're looking for that. But no promises for that yet.
Okay. That sounds freaking amazing. So, what is? Let's dive really quickly into the lore, since we have the, let's see, the knights versus the Vikings. There's also talks about in dark threats like darkness, and also the art style is presenting some Nosferatu-like looking vampires and undead and droggers and skeletons. Will there be at some point that I can imagine, since there will be PvP like PvP content as well, in terms of keeping it somehow balanced in a way, to, you know, have this constant struggle of frontline, to not be just one side is constantly winning, to have the dark side do something to the winning side and be like, their, I don't know, PvE zones are more harder, or they're getting it difficulty to bring the resources to the front line, or etc., etc. So we will get some sort of influence from the NPC threats into our PvP finding of territory?
We haven't actually thought about that, but that's a really good idea. There is a option for the players. It's kind of like a secret class to like become kind of like a third faction, to be said. But it's like, yeah, it's like a hidden secret that you player will have to find a way how to unlock.
Okay, interesting. So the dark thing will be a secret third faction that will pull. Okay. Let's not dive further into that. Chad, you heard it. Go on and explore. Wow. Talking of players and communities and whatnot, I'm guessing we're gonna have some sort of guild system.
Yep, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be guilds. At the beginning, the guild cap is gonna be 500 players.
Okay.
If needed, we're gonna increase it, but that's currently how the code works.
Normally you see like the guild starting with little, and you have to, like, I don't know, build some resources, have like a guild house that you upgrade so you can have more people in the guild. But I like the choice of freedom that you can just can band together and don't have to work for being able to play together. So I like both sides, but I get the choice of having a big thing. Talking of guilds, will we have like instanced guilds housing or like guild base or something like that, where you can put all your materials together as a guild and could go get there and craft something? Or will the actual in-world towns of your faction be upgraded by the players playing it and therefore have more access to, I don't know, a better smith? Maybe you start with stone and stick and you have to upgrade the town to tier 2s, and then you get an anvil and can work on metal and so on and so forth.
So far, no. They're just like preset. But for the conquest zones, there's gonna be much more for it. You can upgrade those, and like let's say you wanna increase the siege tower, you can gather resources and increase it, get it, have more HP and more possibly more damage and like slots for mercenaries.
That sounds amazing.
But yeah, so far no plans for guild halls or anything like that. But it's something that, depending how much interest there is, it's possible.
Okay, so it depends on the player feedback, so to say, what the guys would wish to be added or would like to have. Nice. I'm actually super happy, and I saw also in the Discord that you're going into into every message of players that give you feedback from players who test already the game, been backing the game. Talking of testing and backing, is there what kind of ways is there at the moment to join and give feedback and play? Is it only over the website as a backer?
Right now it's only through the website. It's if you want to support the development, you will get an access to play the game right now, and you will also get all the accesses for that. You will get early access, you will get the actual release. But our suggestion is to wait for the open alpha. That's going to be completely free to try the game out. You will try it out, see if you like it, and maybe then you want to back it up.
That is very kind of you that you're opening up for the community just to try out. Also, there is I saw the roadmap just popping up behind us in the scenes. There is a little arrow to a potential early access. Do we know when this might happen, that early access hits Steam? Do we have like an ETA?
Well, I can only say that it's not been public announced on public, but next month.
Oh! Chat exclusive news. Early access next month. Here. Well.
Yeah, date still to be announced.
Okay. So very soon the people can hop in and try it out. I guess the open alpha will be shortly prior to the early access release.
Yes.
So people can try it out. Nice. That sounds amazing. I'm just getting more and more excited here, like a little kid before Christmas. Good. I would say we hop into the game and let chat if they have any questions to systems or stuff that they see in front of them. Let them ask questions towards you, and we go in and have a look what Past Fate is about. So, do I have to join any certain specific faction?
Just join the Morsa faction.
Morsa
That is
faction.
the default one. Yeah, the default one, so no thing.
So, just double checking on my custom character. So, there we go. If it is Morse, do I have to click Morzath, or is it defaults on it?
It's default.
Gotcha. Also, an amazing soundtrack, I have to say. Really, really good.
Oh yeah, that was done by our composer on Discord. He goes by the name Orvandil. You can also follow him on Twitter. There's I don't know if you can put like links on the chat for his Twitter.
Sure, if you can shoot me the link, I will definitely put it into chat. Also, Miller, he says the concept artist of Past Fate, says hi in chat.
Yes,
hi
that's
Miller.
correct. Hi Miller.
Oh, is Miller in chat?
Yeah, Miller's in chat.
Is it allowed for him to link like his and Arvandel's Twitter, for
Yes,
example?
yes, Miller. Please give us the links. We want to follow great artists. I'm so sold of this look here. This is so Viking-like. Ooh, butt cheeks. So, we have entered the world. Ooh. I have to see in this... What shall we call this? Alpha build?
We call it, alpha build, closed alpha.
This looks already amazing. I like that there's head tracking. So the character follows your mouse. There's dodging. Nice. Is there a way to just walk?
Yes, you just press the right click.
Yeah, if you hold the right.
Yeah.
Right click. I see. Ooh. Immersion. So, good. What do you want us to show? What shall we show the audience on this special DevTALK? And why are you taller than me? This looks amazing. Talking of inventory and layers, how in depth will you go? Will there be like multiple layers that you have like a shirt beneath, chainmail over, and then plate over that? Or is it just all in one? Because I see already this guard over here wearing multiple layers. Oh man, this looks so good.
It's more so like a traditional MMO.
Okay.
With like maybe we can always add more if we want to, but right now in this alpha, we just have the basic pretty much.
Yeah, a little bit more on blade style. Right?
Also, if you press, I think it's default J, opens up the all the basic skills that you can level up right now.
It's not J, but we'll find it out. So what shall we do?
Well,
there it is.
Do you want to try questing first? I can of course get you some high level gear if you want.
I mean, we can show off some high level gear. Maybe do the first quest or something like that. I guess is the quest giver.
Yes.
Voice acted. Ready to defend from the undead. So there's an undead threat going on. Good. We've accepted this. Practice melee attacks on the dummy. Am I able to... Do I have... oh yeah, I have a little knife going on. Okay.
Yeah. It's usually on the keyboard, the Z key that opens the, draw sheet.
Ooh. Very rusty. I would not like to be stabbed by this thing. So, how does combat work? Is it like directional? Like if you drag from right to left and hits? Oh.
It's kind of similar to Dark Souls. When you press tab, you will target the
I see.
Target lock.
Ooh. Nice movement. It feels very smooth. I saw also that you have some sort of dodge roll. Okay, gotcha. Let's dramatically walk back to the quest giver.
I have been waiting for you.
There's also different weather effects. For example, like at some point it will rain, and that will slightly just slightly change how the village looks. There's gonna be like puddles on the ground.
Oh.
And when it snows, in here it's really rare chance to snow because it's so far down south. But up in the north, when it snows, the roads will be covered by snow, and the players' tracks will be shown just a little bit.
Amazing. How do you block with the shield, or do you just have to hold it in the direction?
Yeah, you just hold the right.
Oh, nice. And did you guys work with some medieval fighters together? Because I did 5 years of medieval fighting and learned how to use axe and shield. And this is actually very accurate how you hold the shields while fighting. Nice.
Not really. No. It's kind of funny because all the like most of it is still kind of like placeholder. The animations currently are not our own. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're kind of placeholders, and at some point we're gonna have our own.
That sounds freaking amazing. Talking of your own and supporting you guys, is it only over your website? Do you have like a Patreon page going on?
Right now it's only on our website. If you want to support us for free, feel free to wishlist the game on Steam. That's always a good thing to do.
Of course, of course. Talking of wishlist, chat link is in the game. Make sure that you head over to Steam and wishlists, and of course follow them on their Twitter account for news and updates. Good, Vixen. Where do we head on? Where shall we go from here? Because sadly I was too excited to keep attention to what the quest giver told me to do.
Okay, we are now going to Captain Gorney. There is still a little bit of a bug that it does not show the guest giver compass, but that is something that is going to get.
All good. We're not expecting anything that we're like going with the worst mindset into here. Everything will break, everyone will be destroyed.
Yes.
And that is totally fine because it's an alpha build. Ooh, nice cam. I like the design and the art so that they're very knightly, as you said.
Yes, these are the more knightly ones.
New recruit, eh?
Oh, we'll see, we're getting some new boots. And we have to go and slay some undead. Do we form together like some sort of group?
Wait. I can.
Type an accept group, I see. Accept group. And now I see you as green. Nice. So the two factions that you can join and play, will there be sometimes events or threats to the player base where they have to lay down their differences in weapons and have to band together to actually beat, I don't know, the Rising Dead back into their holes where they came from and then continue their fights? Like a little event where they're forced to band together and then whoever plans it strategically best can take advantage of that situation. Oh, ragdolls, nice!
For that we had like some plans. Like let's say the faction balance becomes too much. There's always the option of because there is a big threat to the world right now, but the players will learn more about it later on. So let's say that like if that happens, then there's the option for endgame to kind of like band together and play with the other faction.
That sounds amazing.
But the leveling process would still be faction-based. Same with the PvP and the conquest zone.
I also saw that experience is shared because Vixen was fighting and my combat skill was increasing as he slaughtered the skeleton.
Yes, we are in group.
Very nice. So there will be no internal fight of, I need to kill him, I need to skill.
No stress about stealing monster kills.
Very, very good. Man, this feels already amazing in its current build as it looks. The characters look great. The atmosphere is nice. Nice. Very good. Oh yeah, we have to kill 5 more. I hear. I see. So, do you spawn any of those? I see no one on the horizon. Should we go up to the mill?
Yeah, there is more here.
And play Don Quixote? Chat links are in the chat from Miller and also Orvandel, the music composer. Go check them out. Give them a follow, like, subscribe.
Also, here is a secret chest side.
Secret chest hidden. How dare they? What do we get there? Chestplate of the Lost Warrior. We'll get later on also like an interface that shows your character where he's wearing what. The typical RPG.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's gonna like come later on. All the UI things are basically gonna change at some point.
Ooh, this looks really good, Gambinson. Nixon, who's the fashion boy now?
But I still have the hat.
That's true. That's true. So that sound that I just heard, was that some level up or
Yeah, it was a skill level up.
skill level up?
Yeah.
So my combat is now... Oh, I see there. Combat is on 3. Nice. Ooh. Thank you very kind, Miller. Chat, if you have any questions towards mechanics, anything that comes up to your mind, as most of you have and had played MMOs, feel free to ask. As we have guild systems and territory fights and claiming, can a guild, for example, be like, hey, this is our claimed, we have claimed this castle or whatever it's in the conquest area, and then have, for example, the banners of the guilds hanging over the walls?
That's a good idea. There was no plans for that before, but that's a good idea, and we could utilize something like that. Like, let's say if you like give the most resources, your banners can be up there.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that we can try on, but there's like not really plans for that.
I feel like
it's mostly like faction
Gotcha.
based.
Gotcha. What was that horn?
Ah, yeah, if you press 5, your war horn.
Oh!
Yeah, the war horn was something we were trying out, like, just because we had the idea of imagining a guild marching to battle with war drums and war horn. So
I'm sold.
We're gonna make that a possibility.
I mean, this is a very complicated and extra feature, but I'm not sure if you guys played Lord of the Rings Online. They had an system for instruments and musics where you can actually play each note of an instrument with the numpad, and you could code it that they are actually play a full song.
New recruit, eh?
Yeah, that's probably too time consuming as of right now. Yeah. But it's something that at least like I would like to see in a game, because I like being a bard.
So, looks like we got our first equipments here. A nice sword, two-handed. Oh, I also got a Hindial X. So there's a little bit more damage. So, as of players, will there be different classes, or do you start everybody at the same, and depending on what you do, you define your class, as in, I don't know, Elder Scrolls, for example, where you know, learning by doing?
Everybody starts the same. At level 10, you will be able to pick the path towards your class. So, let's say you want to practice dark magic and become a necromancer. That you can do at level 10. And weapons and classes have their separate skills. So different weapons have different skills and like animations. And then classes obviously have their own skills that they can use.
Amazing. Talking of weather effects, Briar, I see the puddles now forming up as it rains. So cool.
Yeah, I think it's about to thunder soon.
What big bear are you talking about, Dragon Lady? So, from animations and whatnot, you said this is all placeholders of now?
Yeah. they're basically like placeholders right now. We don't have our own animations yet. Once those are gonna be in the game, players will notice those.
I hear you. I hear you. I mean, it looks already good, even though they're placeholders. Slay the putrid. I'm really told. So what kind of actually that would be spoiler if I would ask you what kind of mythical amazing creatures we can expect. I would say we let the players find that out, but maybe a little hints of what would be the first reachable special boss that you as a player community can go for.
I mean, we take heavy inspiration from Norse mythology and mythologies around like from Europe. Earlier you said about the Nosferatu picture. That's the only hint I can give you.
Okay, gotcha.
Also, one of the concept is werewolf, so that is also a hint.
Of course, we're vampires don't have to be werewolves, otherwise the community will go riot. You know, there's dark worlds communities with vampires of the masquerades and bloodlines.
Yeah.
This whole werewolf vampire war is a big thing. Putrids.
I mean, if you want to use the dark power, you can always try and search for the so-called hidden faction that we have. Maybe you'll learn a way to
Here.
transfer yourself to a werewolf. Who knows?
I'm happy that my camera is not on because my jaw just dropped down and I was just having my mouth super open. This looks amazing. I could imagine also seeing like destroyed structures like that for maybe resource points where you as a player go in the conquest map and capture those, repair the house, make it work again.
Oh, for the town itself or the conquest zone?
I know, maybe both. They have, to like visually start in a garbage place, so to say, and then work together and work yourself up and make the things look better and better and better.
Oh yeah, that's for conquest zones. Yeah, that definitely. There's Unreal Engine is good for that. Like you can basically like destroy every mesh. So,
Nice.
So yeah, definitely for conquest zone. No promises for normal towns though.
All good, all good. We have to limit the production somewhere. Otherwise it's gonna never be finished. So who are we visiting here? Who's this swamp man?
Oh, that's there's basically quests and different stories all over the world. That's one thing why we want like players to explore. You never know what you find.
Interesting. So will you go the typical approach of holding the hands of the player and be like, hey, there's a quest marker, go over there? Or will you try to more try the approach of, well, pay attention to what the quest giver is telling you because he will give you the information you need and the rest you have to figure out yourself?
We tried the aspect of like trying to let the player to like read and like the guest giver, like quest giver guiding them, but we came to the conclusion that like once we add the world map, it's gonna like kinda tell you like where you need to go.
I hear you.
But but only for like quest.
Bad crate. So we have to destroy some rotten crates and rotten villagers. I see after that we are... You said something about some potential mids to high gear to... Oh, what the hell is over here? Okay. I guess somebody had a nice feast over here. Half-eaten corpse.
It's yeah, there's a like earlier, like I said, you never know what you find.
I love that.
But yeah, everything that you can find is also true to the lore, so we don't try and like add like random things. Of course, like some places there are like Easter eggs, like and some like there's secret Easter egg ways to get like do stuff. I can't really tell much because I don't want to reveal those things.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
And an Easter egg that I could think of here, seeing this old undead, would be, I don't know, some homage to Evil Dead. And
Yeah,
and the Necronomicon, or the Walking Hands.
There's few Easter eggs for like that at least like the Finnish players will easily understand once they see it.
I hear. So
we
we
have to insert the culture right there. It's like when we find it fitting.
So what kind of craftings do you have? What is the basic things? Do we have... I saw mining in the video. So there's some pig mining. Do we have wood cutting with different sorts of trees and materials of trees to cut?
Yeah, everything that you see in the basic skills menu is in the game right now. So
Alchemy,
yeah, there
fishing,
is...
mining, wood cutting, gathering. Oh,
Correct.
It goes down. Oh, that's the secret one that you said. The death knowledge. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, if you want to talk about that, we can, because it's once you die, you get sent to this like underworld, which is basically a different plane that you can also you can do quests, and there's gonna be different like dungeons and activities there as well. But the catch is it's an extremely hard content, and it only gives rewards as cosmetic rewards, because we don't want it to be a mandatory thing. The option. Once you get sent there, you can ask the Valkyrie sent back to close to your corpse as well.
Interesting. So there's also a little bit of a gameplay mechanic to not necessarily punish the player for dying.
Yeah, no, it's you kind of have the new opportunity to live and being a hero, because in that plane. But the catch is also, if you die in the underworld, you will get a debuff, so you can only die there so much, and then after that you can only stay in the Great Hall area, which is kind of like has a heavy inspiration from Viking mythology.
I hear. So, I'm following you. Like this kind of Robin Hood's archery look that we got here. I guess the two factions will have their own very unique sets of looks and clothes. Talking of clothes, will there be... I think it's called Transmog, as in you have the stats of a certain item, but you can put the skin and the looks of another item on it, so you can like make yourself appear as you want to appear, and not necessarily have to wear that chest that you don't like how it looks because of the stats of it.
Yes, that's gonna be there. You can dress as however you want, pretty much. That's one thing because we want the players to feel and be able to build the characters they want. So yes, that's extremely mandatory. It seems it's extremely mandatory nowadays for game. have, and we love that. We love to mess with the looks of the players. So yeah, there will be a transmog system.
Amazing. I love the feedback already of the animations from the fighting when you hit him and he reacts to your hits. It actually feels heavy and impactful, even though it's just a placeholder.
Yeah, there's that's one thing that we wanted to be sure to make. Like all the weapons, the weapon art has to feel has to feel that you feel the weapon. Like there has to be the weight on the weapon. Like for example, like a huge two-handed battle mace will be really heavy to swing, and it should feel that way too.
I like the way you guys going with it. So Vixen, show us the hidden things.
Hidden thing.
The hidden thing. Yeah, you said that you might be able to show us some mid-end gear, and then
Yes.
maybe in that gear. I'm not sure you're strong enough, but maybe we can have a look at something that you tackle as a group, maybe, and have to band together, or some like open world boss. Something like.
Yeah.
And of course, if Chad has any specific question to show, then I'm gonna implement that as good as we can.
Yeah, we can also show the crafting station and the painting station.
Yeah.
I don't know if the items required was lowered a bit just for this. I don't think so, but at least we can see how it looks there, like what it requires.
Yeah, inside here is like crafting station.
Yeah, everything's shown also on the compass.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So, crafting table. Good with common items. Can make a couple bars. I see. Can a player become over time a jack of all trades, as in be good at everything, or will he be limited in, like, I don't know, skill points or something like that?
You can be good at everything. But we wanted the like high levels are gonna be kind of time consuming to do. Because the level cap's gonna be 60, so getting like level 60, let's say, gathering 59 to 60 will be quite a journey.
I see. So you can, but you will have to invest a lot of time and effort. Nice.
Yes.
Man, I'm enjoying this already. Chad asks, will there be player housing? We're talking priorly to guild base. Will there be individual player housing later on the road?
Possibly not immediately for launch, but it's something that we will have to look at the what the players want. If it's something that we find a spot to add, but yeah, like currently no plans.
Oh, also, if you can make some way on your inventory, I can drop you some high-level gear.
So you may make my inventory free.
Yeah, like little bit, because there is might be one bug that loot items gets sent to the void.
I see. Good, then let me just drop everything off. Good. I think my inventory is free enough. Should I jump after you into the water? Because I thought...
No, I come there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Keep. No way. Animated. Okay, give me a quick second here. I have to gasp upon this. Oh my goodness. Will the cape also interact with weather? Yeah, it's not flying the wind towards my legs.
Yeah, that's the good thing about Unreal Engine. Everything has physics, so there's like
I'm
capes
losing
have
my mind.
physics of them that actually follow the player's movements, and also the capes follow the weather. So when it like gets really windy, the cape will also like realistically move with the wind. You can also see it right now because it's light wind.
Oh. This is so beautiful. Wow. Daniel,
Yeah,
Michael, I'm just.
Yeah, there's still some bugs with the capes.
I need a tissue to wipe off my drooling. My mouth is watery. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, also now when you draw this weapon, you can see that the shield still is attached because it's 200.
Ooh. Will it also have a function like, I don't know, if you have a shield on the back and somebody shoots you in the back with ranged weapons, will it block off damage or even the arrow? And be like, book, stuck in there and you don't get any damage?
Currently no. It only works like a stat stick when the shield is drawn. So right now I don't think there's any difference by not having a shield or having a shield with a two-handed weapon.
Only the shield stats are still on. That is the difference.
I hear you. Lichware asks, is there swimming in the game?
Next patch.
So there will be also the possibility to swim. Will you go in depth with the underwater world? Like, I don't know, coral reefs, hidden chests on the bottom of the sea or something like that?
Yes, there's a lot of exploration even under the water.
What?
Just don't get too deep. Or not too deep. Don't go too far in the ocean, because like sea serpents, they like to live in those areas.
No way. Okay, you guys don't know, but I'm an odd Viking. I have a little bit of a fear from open waters. I mean, I jump on any ship, I don't mind, but if that ship crashes and we're going into the water, oof, I would probably panic.
Yeah, the naval combat is gonna be the last one, most likely we're gonna add. But once the game launches from early access to an actual release, that's when we can promise the naval combat, and naval exploration will be there before that. Good, but yeah.
That sounds amazing.
I don't want to say too much. Yeah, I don't want to say too much, so I kind of have to I want to say stuff, but I can't say stuff, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. I'm talking to me. It's quite a lot of game developers giving insight and ideas as player. Let's call it QA, quality assessment, and yeah, I'm like, I would love to share so much with the audience and ideas and stuff of upcoming games, but I just can't. So I totally feel how you feel.
Oh yeah.
Man, this is amazing. Talking of explorations of the sea, will there be like little hints on the surface of the water that you might find something there? I don't know, like a lot of air bubbles coming out at a certain point, or maybe there's some little of a wreckage swimming on the surface. That okay, here happened something. We might want to stop here and throw anchor and maybe jump down into the water and make a dive and see if we can find anything, and then maybe even crafted items related to that, as in weights that you can put on you so it drags you faster under the water, that you then cut off you when you're at the level of water deep that you want to go.
Yeah, I mean, cosmetics, for example, those are gonna be something like if you wanna do deep sea content, you can unlock cosmetics that kind of have an appearance to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to like seeing a wreckage, if you like dive in and you see a wreckage, just go and explore the wreckage, because you'll find a lot of not just lore information, but you'll most likely also find like secrets, hidden treasures. Maybe that ship was carrying gold. Maybe you'll get some extra gold by doing that.
Haha, Dutch! Well done. I see. Amazing. I'm a numbers man. Do you guys think or have a rough square meters idea of how much land surface the whole thing will be? At the beginning?
I don't have the exact numbers. I only have information how long it takes to run from one end to another, like roughly to run. And that's I think the last, like with this kind of speed, I think the current content is about an hour, like each way, and that's like just closed alpha.
I see. So that's like the starter island.
Yeah,
so
like
hour. Nice.
Yeah,
That's so 2 hours to reach an inch from one end to the other.
No, like from one end to another, I think it's like an hour roughly.
I hear you. Lichware asks, what about raids? How many people can participate in a raid? Oh, what's that? Oh my goodness.
There's gonna be the traditional raids, and there's gonna be an open world raid, open like not open world but open dungeons, that kind of promotes PvP.
Okay.
The plans are to make them so far minimum of 10 people.
Also, this giant still has a placeholder sounds. Don't mind it.
Yeah, the giant is a placeholder. The giant's basically a placeholder, so all the sounds and the looks of it is a placeholder.
All good, all good. So he will be like an Can you? Oh my goodness! Can you consider him an open world boss or?
Yeah, it's a low-level open-world boss. There's a lore behind the giant that you can explore, and like why the giant is here.
So, is there a hotkey for popping that healing potion?
Three.
Yeah, it automatically.
There we go.
Yeah.
I feel a little bit more safe. Attila asks, what kind of incentives, or do you plan on having incentives for people for continuously playing the game, logging in for like 7 days in a row, or stuff like that?
Let's say we have. Yeah, we don't have really plans for like login rewards. It's something that we can add. We don't wanna make any we're strictly no pay to win stuff. So if there's a store, it's gonna be cosmetic only. Considering how the game is like pay to play, you pay once, you play forever.
Okay.
Um,
So it's a pay-to-play MMO. Good.
yeah. We just want to add good content is all. Like frequent good content. Make sure the players are having fun.
Oh my goodness! He got my head
Oh,
off.
If you died, wait for me. I'll also come.
Oh, okay. Now I see that we're talking about the land of the dead. Hmm. Home run with the Giants. Yes. Vixen, please put some clothes on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a bug so far.
I like that. It's more of a feature. Oh, wait. We have snow that actually starts to form after where you move.
Yeah, you can.
Nice. I'm gonna make a heart, not a penis, Chad, because I know you want a penis. Chad is kinky. So I'm guessing the ladies over there are the Valkyries sending you back or telling you something about the place.
Oh yeah. Don't talk yet with that middle one. We'll directly send you back because there is still quest here.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's just the underworld right now. I think there's only like one quest just to like show like, oh, you can like do stuff here. But that's basically it. So we're going to talk to this lady over here. She doesn't know how she died, and she wants to know how she died. So we're trying to help her remember what happened in her life.
She has blue eyes. Is there a reason why she has blue eyes and we don't?
She's dead.
Well, we technically
yeah.
also dead.
Yeah, it's something that look at some point will also be for the player. Once you're in this world, like you will have blue eyes.
I see.
And necromancers have the option if they tap too much into death to also have blue eyes outside this world.
And that would give them away that they're a necromancer to the other players.
Yes, correct.
Oh, okay.
Because there's always, once you tap into like certain magics for too much, your character will start to look like that. There's gonna be a class that for like one of the mage trees or paths are gonna be burrowing like the power of the dragons. And
okay.
once you drink too much dragon blood, your blood starts to get corrupted, and you will also start to like you will have visible things that show that you're becoming way too much corrupted.
I hear ya. So I guess the third faction has to kind of put their identity hidden so they will not be attacked by the other players, so they can go into the village and do some trading. And as more as they... Wait, hold on, Vix. What the frick is that over there? I thought we were fighting a giant, but those bones are either dragon or... Holy shit. Okay, that's a Jotun. That must be the... Are we fighting frost giants over here?
In here? No, but that's might or might not be one. That's long gone. There's at least one still alive somewhere, but not in this build.
Okay, we're going. So many amazing little touches and systems playing already together in the alpha build. Wow. I'm impressed, guys. I'm really impressed. I'm excited for the journey. And I will definitely accompany you and annoy you with feedback.
It's since we're having early access next month, we want that there's gonna be a lot of content for the player for early access. We don't want there to be we don't want this to be a game that's oh, it's gonna be launching for early access, has no content, and like nothing works. We want it to feel like at least somewhat of a working game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. But yeah, we just want players to have fun and be able to do stuff.
No, that's totally fine because you want to convince them for your vision and you want them to be some sort of inspired with what they see and what they play already, to stick around, to support it, to give feedback, and to ultimately make a great MMO by having the talks back and forth with the community and the players. Man, is this amazing. Okay, so we're looking for another memory of the spirits. I see over there some blue ghosty. I guess this is the last memory.
Yeah, this is the last.
Maybe she got eaten and digested by not an anger, by the giant here. Oh no, there's somebody there. Probably got stabbed. Wow. Okay, let's just for size comparisons. How small are we? We're 3 teeth big of this thing. Okay, I have an interesting boss idea. A Jotun. He grabs you, he swallows you whole, and you have to fight internal against his stomach wall. And if you are good enough, you can manage to escape, and he spits you out again because you do enough damage in his stomach.
Oh, and then he becomes invulnerable to more damage. Or he will take more damage from breathing.
Yeah, for example, he starts like vomiting you back out, and in that moment you can do like lots of more damage on him.
Oh, that sounds like a neat idea.
Yeah, we'll definitely go. Say again?
Do you want to design a boss?
Can we make him look like me, like a fat ogre giant thing? But yeah, we can definitely have a good chat about boss ideas, systems, etc., etc. After our talk. Where they said there will be something like a transmog, where you can put skins upon your armor that you're wearing, and you don't have to, you know, this typical, hey, I got a new armor piece, but it doesn't fit to my look that I have, but I want it because of the stats, and then I have to look like a freaking parrot with 20 different colors on me because I want the stats of my armor. So yeah, I can definitely design as you want it to be.
Yeah, there's transmogs. Also, like this underworld zone, you will eventually you will earn a really nice looking cosmetic rewards from here that are gonna be looking really underworldly. So if you wanna do the underworld content, that's something to expect.
But you guys said underworld content is more of a mid to late game?
Correct. Yeah, it's it's more like end game. It's gonna be like really hard because like every time you die, your stats will lower. So.
Are the stats a temporary debuff or a complete lowering, and you have to like re-skill your thing?
There's gonna be like a timer. Like we don't know what it's gonna be yet. Most likely like a day. Like you can only die five times here a day, and then you cannot go past the Great Hall. You can still do like quests, but you can't go past like Great Halls, like dungeons or raid areas here. Yeah, that's the only reason why everything here is going to be cosmetic, because it's going to be incredibly hard.
I have a suspicion that you probably get some clothes like the Death Guard.
Yes, so. it's gonna be heavily death themed, and like when you see those players using that kind of transmogs, you're gonna know immediately that those players have done like really hard content.
Nice. So, do you have anything else that you guys want to show us? before
let's see.
we hop back into our show, revealing our faces and wrap this up?
I don't think there's much more in the game that we can show right now.
Mhm.
I mean, the questing content goes quite far from here. There's the kind of like too spoilery area that I don't know if we want to show yet. But like it's there. Players in the closed alpha can quest all the way up there.
Yeah, let's have the players explore that and don't give it away already. Good. Then I will log out here and hop back into our scene to show our wonderful faces. There we go. Wow, big applause from my side, Daniel, Michael. I'm really impressed already. And if I would be a normal customer, and I'm not saying this because you're live on the show or to put some honey around your mouths, but it feels good. It feels new, fresh, with a vision, and I like the way it is going. I see just now on my Steam friends list, wish list. Nice, chat. Thank you for doing that. So I'm excited where the journey will go with this. Definitely, if you want to talk about ideas of all kinds of, I don't know, system mechanics, boss fights, etc., I'll gladly sit down with you guys and talk and plan it through things, because as I said before, I love where this is going, and I would be more than honored to help you, I don't know, design a boss or a quest or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, next patch is gonna more so heavily focus on the Valfall faction, which is the Viking faction. We feel like it's lacking a lot compared to the Morsad faction that we showed right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the next step, and then from there, we're gonna like start doing more dungeons. There's gonna be one dungeon out soon. That's gonna be open world. What else is there to add that I can actually talk about?
We have actually a lot. So a new dungeon is coming. An open alpha will come where everybody can check it out. Links will be all in the videos later on down below, where you can find the information that you need. Wishlist past fates and follow them on Twitter. Also, all the links will be down. And early access we can expect next month in August sometime. So definitely stay tuned for that. And I'm excited. Past fate on my big wish list for upcoming MMOs.
Yep. Yeah. If you wanna support us for free, just wishlist the game on Steam. That's basically all we're asking. Open alpha, completely free. You can try the game out, see if it's for you. Before buying the game. We've always been kind of huge about that. Like, we don't tell people to support. We don't outwardly even have it out there that you can support the development and get up access to the game, because we want the players to try it out first. That's why we like doing the open alphas. So this one is gonna be the third open alpha, and that's gonna come out this.
So this month open alpha, next month early access. If you liked what you played this month, wishlist and get your Quincy's ready to grab it early access. Other than that, I thank you guys for hanging out with us, for taking your precious time. Big shout out to Finland. I think you guys in right now. So
yes.
Thanks a lot, Daniel and Michael. Last question just comes in here. Will there be mounts?
Yes. Mounts are gonna be hopefully for the next patch.
Oh, already? Okay.
And mounted combat too.
Yeah,
Amazing.
for like mounts and swimming for next at least.
Here. I thank you guys for hanging out. We're gonna cut the video here. Do the good things. Go wishlist. Go follow them, and hopefully we'll have you on the show soon again, when there's more to show, or maybe prior to release, and so on and so forth.